Hi, my name is Anna Licciardi. I go to North Hall High School and I'm a freshman. I'm going to be competing in an async event, informative speaking for speech and debate. And I'm going to be talking about community service, and some key points that I'm going to be going over is why I'm so passionate about it, why I think it's important for other people to get involved within the community, and how big of an impact it really does have within the community. I've always loved community service and the things that it has to offer because it can be life-changing for people, and I think that's a beautiful thing and such a God-given thing, and I love that because, who wouldn't want to help people? The less fortunate within your community, they're the ones who need it most, so why not help them? Because sometimes it's hard to even ask for help. So that's just something I love. So I never really got into community service or involved within the community until 5th grade in elementary school. I went to Riverbend Elementary. And that was because my brother, at the time, he was going to Riverside Military Academy, and he started a Red Cross Club at his high school. And I thought that was so cool. And I really have always looked up to my brother, and I still do. And he's a great role model. I love him so much. He's really is a great person. And when he started this club, because, I look up to him, I kind of want to be like him, I told my mom, I said, well, I would like to do something like that. Can I start a Red Cross Club at my school? And I think you have to be 16, at least 16, to start a Red Cross Club. So my mom said, unfortunately, you can't do this now because you're not of age. And that really made me upset, and because I wanted to do something to help others as well. So I was thinking of other ways that I could help people, my peers around my school, and I thought, what not better way to help them than to tutor the less fortunate students in grades below me, and tutor them in the mornings. Because I knew of a lot of students who were struggling with math, reading, science, just simple things like that. And I couldn't help think about how much, because that really makes me upset, because these are the minds of the future. And especially since COVID, so many people have been set back, and it's awful because even kids in my grade, there are people still struggling, and I know those kids in elementary school right now are still struggling because people have to work. And during COVID, not all those little kids could log on to Zoom meetings. Do you really expect a kindergartner to know how to fully work a computer and log on to a Zoom meeting at the right time, wake up at the right time just for their little Zoom class without their parents' help? And of course, their parents have jobs and have to work. So it's not always easy for those younger kids. So I thought that it was just so important to help these kids. So I started a club, and I called it the Legacy Club. And I called it the Legacy Club because I wanted to leave a legacy behind for the younger grades, or younger, not really generations, but just grades below me, or the 5th graders that were going to pick that up and continue the Legacy Club. Because I would love to have that club continue. And it is. And I love that so much because I know that it's helping so many students. So at the end of the year, we made these t-shirts, and it was the Riverbend Elementary Hornets, and it said the Legacy Club. And I made a little slogan, and it says, give your hands to serve and your hearts to love. That's a quote from Mother Teresa, and I feel like it really speaks to me because it's basically defining community service. Give your hands to serve and your hearts to love. Give your hands to serve your community, and give your hearts to serve the community as well, mainly because you're not just going to be helping people within the community and not having some sort of emotion for them as well. You need to be loving towards these people because, like I said, it is not always easy to ask for help. And so you need to be passionate and obviously sweet and loving and caring towards these people, because no one knows what they've been through. And that's really important to me. So every morning I would get to school early, and I would go down to the classrooms, collect the children, bring them to the library, and we would all sometimes we would do little games like puzzles or even like educational games. And that was really nice because I like kids a lot. They're really sweet. And especially those kids in that school, they're so sweet and so smart. Even the kids that were struggling, like there were some of them that were intelligent. They just needed that little extra push, which I think is great. And in 6th grade, I wanted to continue something within my middle school. And well, I've been working on it since middle school, and I'm trying to collect peers from my high school now, to bring together my club. It's not the Legacy Club. I made a new club called the Sweet Peach Club. And in 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade, I entered Tech Fair, which is kind of where the club started, because I thought, well, I really want to do Tech Fair, but I also want to do community service. So I said, why not pull those two together? And for Tech Fair, those 3 years, I worked on graphic design. And for graphic design, I kept editing and remodeling my website and doing like my emblem, my logo, which is a peach. I'll show you later. I'll do a voice recording of me showing the website. And so for 6th grade, I had just showed the emblem to the judges, and I won school tech fair, but I didn't. I got 2nd place in regionals, so I didn't get to move on with competitions from there. So in 7th grade, I won school tech fair, I won regionals, and I won state 1st place, which is a big deal to me, because knowing that I won against every other kid competing in graphic design in the state is a big deal, and I'm very proud of that. So that just makes me happy, because I know that they liked it and they saw the effort that I put into it, because most of that is to make the club look good. It's not just like, oh wow, I won state tech fair. It's putting forth the effort to make the club look better so that I can get more people to join. And anyways, in 8th grade, I didn't win school tech fair, which is fine with me, because honestly, someone else probably deserved it, and I've had my fun. That's fine with me. This year, I'm planning on trying to design an app for the club, because I feel like that would be fun, and that would get it out more into the public, which would be great for me and the club. But the Sweet Peach Club is a nonprofit organization where I help around the community. And I'm just going to show you what the Sweet Peach Club looks like, the website. So, yeah. Hey, so this is the website that I created. And this emblem that you're looking at is what I entered for Tech Fair. And this is it at its final stage of being remodeled and altered for those 3 years. And I'm pretty proud of it, because I think it looks pretty good. In this background as well, I also did the graphic design for those little flowers that you see in the background. So this is the website for the nonprofit organization, the Sweet Peach Club. And here's a little introduction. Welcome to the Sweet Peach Club. Here's our slogan: the greatest among you shall be your servant. Matthew 23:11. Which, again, I think that this is a great verse for community service. It's beautiful, and I feel like it really just speaks to people. This is a little update page right here where it says updates. Now, there aren't really any updates yet, because we're still trying to get people to join, like my peers, like my classmates, and other people in my school community. So I'm just trying to get this fired up, and then I'll do some updates. But this says, thank you for your interest in this organization. Although this is a new program, we have a number of volunteer opportunities available and are ready to start making a positive impact on the community. And this is true, and I'll show you. So here, it looks different on a computer. This is on a phone, but it looks different on a computer. So usually up top, it's like a selection bar, and you can choose where you want to go next on the website, but here it's on the side. So let's go to About. So about the Sweet Peach Club. The Sweet Peach Club was founded to lend a helping hand to those in need within our community. Our mission is to engage and empower the youth of our community to provide this assistance through a number of volunteer opportunities. About the founder. Hi, my name is Anna Licciardi, and I would like to welcome you to the Sweet Peach Club. I hope you will all enjoy it. The reason I started this club is that I know there's a great need in our community in several areas, and that there are kids just like me who also have a passion for being involved within the community. Yet it's not always easy to know how to help or how to accept help. I wanted to create a safe space where everyone would feel comfortable being themselves, helping and being helped. I want to let everyone know that the club will always be a place that welcomes them with open arms. And like I was saying earlier, it's hard to always ask for help, so it's important to make this club a safe place for people, especially when volunteering. That's when emotion plays into this. You can't be trying to help someone and just start raging. Obviously, you have to be sweet, because you have to get down deep into these people's, see what they're thinking, see how they're doing emotionally and physically, because that is such a big deal when helping people. Some volunteer opportunities that there are: serving food in soup kitchens, picking up trash around the community, assisting in nursing homes, providing care in animal shelters, collecting food for canned food drives, providing clothes and supplies for orphanages, and a circulation of clothes to schools to avoid item recognition. So I would like to just pause there. So the circulation of clothes to schools to avoid item recognition, basically what we would be doing is, let's say we have Riverbend Elementary and Waka Mountain Elementary. So let's say we both did a drive where a bunch of kids donated clothes. Now, of course, in both of those schools, there's going to be kids that need new clothes. So those two schools would swap the clothes so that they could pass those clothes that they swapped. So let's say Riverbend's clothes went to Waka Mountain's school, and Waka Mountain's clothes went to a Riverbend school. So Riverbend would pass out the Waka Mountain clothes to the Riverbend kids to avoid item recognition. Because let's say Sarah donated a pink top on Friday, and on Monday she saw Emily wearing the same pink top. Kids can be so mean. It is such a problem. So when you're avoiding item recognition, it is helping so many kids with their self-esteem as well, because no one's going to be able to bully them or pick on them for wearing another person's clothes, because it will be nearly impossible to know. And I love that so much. This is one of my favorite pages on the website, because all of these volunteer opportunities, just people that have different interests, I feel like these really reach out to them. Because let's say you're really into helping, you're really into animals. How about you go provide care in the animal shelters? What if you play an instrument? Maybe you could assist in a nursing home. Maybe play for the old people. They would love it. Let's see. Maybe you like helping the less fortunate within the community. You could serve food in soup kitchens, because everyone needs to eat, so that's always helpful. But another reason why I thought that this page was pretty cool is because you can actually type in your name, email, the school you attend, and then the volunteer opportunities that you want to get involved in. And I love that so much because I think it's pretty cool. And then there is a donations page where you can just click one of these donations below in the bottom left-hand corner. See, it's a nonprofit organization, so we would, let's say we started babysitting. We would not charge these parents we would not fee these parents for babysitting their kids because, again, it is a nonprofit organization, and the only money that we're going to be making out of it is through donations, which I think is great because not everyone can afford certain things. So when you're helping around the community, it's best to think about that as well. So, yeah. And then this is our contact information page, which my mom did help me make the email and the phone number, which I'm very thankful for. And soon enough, I do want to, once I get people ready to join the club and with the club gets fired up, I want to make a Facebook page, a Twitter page, a YouTube channel, a Pinterest account, and like an Instagram account as well, so that people around the community can see what we're doing and what the club is all about. So just to wrap this thing up, those main points that I said I was going to go over earlier, like, why am I so passionate about community service? I'm so passionate about it because no one realizes how many people are in need. And it's not just serving in a soup kitchen and volunteering at a nursing home. There's so much more. Like single parents who can't afford babysitting, that's what this nonprofit organization is for. We're here to help, and we don't charge. And I love that because, like I said, some of these people don't have the money, and it really does help them, and so many people are grateful. Another key point that I said I was going to go over is, why do I think it's important for other people to join within the community or just help within the community? I think it's important because it's basically a more the merrier situation, because the more people you have volunteering within the community, the merrier, because the more volunteer opportunities will get done, the more people will be helped. It's great. It's literally the more the merrier for community service. There can't be too many people helping. It's a great thing. And then how big of an impact does it have? Every single one of those kids that I tutored, their grades went up. Oh, I know they don't really take grades for first graders, but their improvement in class went up. And the teachers told me that this really helped them. And then I had, at the end of the year, when we did our little party and we handed out the t-shirts, I had so many parents come up to me crying and thanking me for starting this. And I could see how much it touched people. And I realized this is when I need to take it more into the community outside of my school. Because if this is how people inside of my school are reacting, then imagine how people outside of my school would react. These people need help. And they would say, we wouldn't know why we were bringing our kids to school early, and now we see, and this is so beautiful, thank you. And it really touched my heart because I love helping people, and when I help people, I like to know that I'm helping them in the right way and that I'm not setting them back any further and that I'm only pushing them forward. And I was so thankful to hear that feedback from those parents because it meant a lot to me. So yeah, that's just a sort of an impact that I had even just within a few first graders and kindergarteners and second graders all the way up to third grade. It was great and I loved it so much. So yeah, that's why community service is such a passionate topic for me and why I think that other people should be a part of it. So